How you doing, everybody? Hi.
Hello,
it's
everyone.
Friday.
It's Friday.
You know
Have
what
you
that
got the
means?
Friday feeling?
You know what that means? Here at our office, there's a whole bunch of people drinking upstairs.
Yeah, look, they are
there's
drinking.
there's a whole thing happening up there.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. Somebody loves you, Imogen.
well, that's
Hi,
lovely.
Saudi Arabia.
I love Saudi Arabia. I
Glasgow.
love that you
Is this a
come
joke?
in.
It's so international. Happy spring
Glasgow.
break. Happy spring break, marvelous Miss C. So,
Hi.
Hi. What
You
happened?
were at the She Loves Me opening last night.
I was, and wow, that's a big hit.
Yeah,
Critics-
amazing. Love letters as the reviews.
Love letters. Critics love that
Yeah.
show. I mean, what's not to love?
Yeah.
It's so much
It was
fun.
good.
Laura was. I was a little nervous because Laura's been sick
Yeah.
and in and out of the show, and
Bronchitis for
I was
3
afraid
weeks.
maybe she wouldn't be giving many interviews, but she did, and she got through it, and she looked gorgeous. Jane Krakowski looked gorgeous. Zach Levi is like the sweetest guy. Oh, I have a funny thing about him.
Go
So when
on.
I went the other night, I noticed at the stage door, he brings out these 2 big speakers, puts them on a chair, and plays music while he's signing autographs. So I asked him about it last night. I was like, what's going on? What are you doing? And he said, I don't know, I'm out there. We're all hanging out. There's no music. So he literally brings music and plays. He did it first date. Okay, I didn't know that. I guess this is his thing. So
That's very cool.
it's kind of sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he makes like a whole party out of it. Anyway,
I love
And he
that.
said there was one noise complaint recently, but then the
Who?
cop was like, whatever.
Come on, it's outside Studio 54. I think they've had worse noise pollution in their lives. Come on.
Anyway, big hit. She
Big
loves
hit.
me. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of Tony nominations.
It deservedly so. I thought it was. I had a lovely time at the theatre last weekend with it.
Absolutely.
It's just a lovely, lovely evening or afternoon out.
Yeah, and so you woke up early this morning. When I got to work, you already weren't here because
I had a big
what'd you
morning.
do?
I was interviewing Jesse Tyler Ferguson from Modern Family. He's coming back to Broadway in Becky Mode's Fully Committed. Now, if you don't know about Fully Committed, it was this very, very funny one-man comedy that was a big hit about 10 years ago off Broadway and
Yeah.
around the world. Huge hit in London at the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, it was? I didn't know
A
that.
big thing. Anyway, it's finally coming to Broadway. I spoke to her as well. She's updated it all. Jesse Tyler Ferguson is very excited to be here. He's playing 40 characters in this play. And it's
nuts.
it's a really fun love letter to New York. I think everyone will have an amazing time if they go. I mean, I'm very excited about this production.
It's super fun.
And he's so nice.
I'm gonna, raise your chair a little bit. I feel like we're too low.
I can't.
Just
raise
bring
my-
that right here. You can do it. Come on, it's fun. People love like technical.
What, the technical
Just get off it for a second.
snafus?
Okay, now you're taller than me.
I don't want to be taller
no,
than
you're
you. Look.
I'm gonna shrink.
It's ridiculous.
Let's talk about Imogen.
Anyway,
We're talking
about-
to Imogen.
Anyway, he's adorable, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and sometimes you don't know with these big Hollywood stars, how they're going to be, how they're going to go. And I said, hello, I'm Imogen from Broadway.com, and he goes, yes, I read Broadway.com. I'm like, Jesse Tyler Ferguson reads us. So it was good.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can't
and
wait
that
for that.
video's up on the site. So,
So
have a
we
look at
also
it.
woke up to big news that Javier Munoz,
Yeah.
who has been here at Live at 5, actually, he's a standby in Hamilton. We found out that he's been battling cancer, which we didn't really know at all. That happened, I guess, in October, he said? October?
And he's been fighting it. Read the story on the site. It's incredibly touching, and also how the cast rallied around him. And it is amazing that none of us knew. I mean, I had no inkling, and sometimes we know stories such as this, and we obviously don't write them out of respect for privacy of the individual. But we had no inkling at all. So that cast is very tight and really looked after him by the sounds of things.
Yeah, so we wish him well.
We do.
What else is happening? There's some Aaron Tveit news,
Aaron
maybe?
Tveit news,
You
except
guys like Aaron Tveit? Anyone?
Brain Dead. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's the new show.
That's the new show, which is this weird extraterrestrial political thriller
Sounds
in
crazy.
Washington. Sounds bizarre. Anyway, premiere date is the day after Tony Awards, June the 13th.
Right. So
on
it's like,
CBS.
is that like day after Tony's or something?
Yeah, day after Tony's.
Day after Tony's.
Here's the thing, okay? I think because it's on CBS, it means that Aaron Tveit's probably going to be at the Tonys in some way because they'll be
Oh,
trying to promote
totally.
the show.
Oh, you're so smart. And
I
when's he
am,
and then
one
when's he
day.
going to be on Show People?
Well, I don't know, Paul.
We need to make that happen too while we're at it.
How many times has he been on Show People now?
Three.
Would this be his fourth?
This will be his 4th, which I
Right.
think will make him the only 4th.
Yes, I think possibly.
Anyway.
Yes. Moving on, also in Odds and Ends Day, Conrad Rickmore,
Conrad Rickamore, you could do it.
has been up to season regular on How to Get Away with Murder. So congratulations, Conrad.
Yeah.
That's amazing news. I mean, it's possibly it's the biggest show on TV right now, apart from Empire. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I'm behind on it. But you're right. Sutton Foster was a 4-time guest, Jeffrey. What would I do without Jeffrey and Henry?
And it's Sutton
What would
Foster's
I do?
birthday today.
Happy birthday, Sutton Foster!
A View from the Bridge is going to LA, and also in Odds and Ends Day, Kristen Bell has got some scoop on Frozen 2. So have a read of that. Also in that Frozen story, I slipped in this really funny thing. There's an equity casting notice right now for a lab that's coming up for Frozen on Broadway, the musical. A developmental lab. I can't speak today.
I sat in front of Alex Timbers, the director, because he's directing The Rubber Bridegroom.
He is, yes.
I sat in front of him when I saw it, so I turned around and I said, "Who's in Frozen?" And he gave me the entire cast list.
No, he didn't.
Not true, but he's a nice guy.
They're still casting. Anyway, they're casting Anna and Elsa for this lab, and it says strong belter required. It's like, yeah.
Strong
belter. Are you really going to go up for Elsa and not be able to belt? I think not.
Yeah.
Stating the obvious there.
We have already heard some rumors. Somebody, Theater Geek said, duh. Yes.
Yeah. Quite.
Somebody wants to be Olaf. Broadway Mike. I'm into that. I'm into that, Mike. Go for it.
Yeah. Casting announced for West End Showboat. And
Chris
it includes,
Peluso.
yeah, and he's
American.
He was in Beautiful Hair, then went over to do Saigon, Miss Saigon
He was the final
in
Chris
London.
over there. He's American,
Yeah, and he's now been drafted for Showboat in the West End. And
we also have that Joseph Leo Boari character study video went up. I know you guys like those videos of backstage at Jersey Boys. And we have a crazy culture list because Bright Star, you're seeing Bright Star tonight.
Bright Star tonight.
Bright Star opens next week. And so we're just thinking, what other Steve Martin movie should be a musical? Because there've already been 3. What are they? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Help me, somebody. I'm blank.
Come on, Jeffrey.
No, Little Shop of Horrors is a play first.
Yeah.
Bright Star's great, right? It's so much fun. I know. I told Imogen, bring your Cheaper by the Dozen is not. Leap of Faith. Thank you. Leap of Faith became a musical. What else, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey,
I'm
come
so
on.
failing.
Come on,
so
Jeffrey.
Failing. Anyway, the other movies are listed in the new culture list. So play along with that. Honeymoon in Vegas, he's not in that,
No,
but that was a good guess. And Three Amigos has not been on Broadway, right?
Roxanne is.
There's
Roxanne
another
would
one.
make
Dirty
a
Rotten
great
Scoundrels.
musical.
I say that.
though.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
I agree. Roxanne should be on Broadway. It's a great musical idea.
Cyrano, yeah, that's like the modern.
That's a very good idea.
Imogen makes me sad because she's so pretty. Okay. On that note.
On that note,
I'm gonna hold on. Be right back because I need a prop.
we're talking amongst ourselves
All
again.
right. Sorry, excuse me. Imogen,
Yes.
I hope you have a lovely weekend.
Yes.
And we need to clear the way
Yeah.
for today's special guest. Is our special guest here?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard of that new big hit, Disaster? This is Bailey Latrell. Bailey!
Hey.
How you doing, man? I'm Paul.
How are you?
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
It's going good.
It's going good, right?
Amazing.
Disaster. But you know what? Stand up a little bit. I want to lift you up. I'm gonna lift you up. You're littler than me. All right. How you doing, man? First of all, I love your hair. Can we talk about your hair?
Thank you.
So good. The hair is so good. Did you? Have you always had that hair?
It's always been frizzy.
Always? It's big hair.
I can't do anything about it.
Oh my God, you're like a brand new Broadway star. How does that feel?
It feels amazing.
Yeah.
I actually can't believe I'm on Broadway.
I know, it's crazy.
It's
This show is so much fun, and you have like such a great, crazy roles. You play more than one. That's not a secret anymore, right? That's kind of like.
Definitely not a secret.
Yeah. So tell me about your dual roles.
So I have Ben and Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa's the girl. She's feisty.
Feisty.
She's,
Okay.
very optimistic about everything. Ben is the very manly, I hate the world kind of kid. And
Right.
he learns to be different in the end.
And their brother sister.
Mm-hmm.
And you do scenes where like they sing together in the same song. It's crazy.
I love it. It's amazing. Do it with myself.
So when you found out about this show, and you like went in for it, did you have to like play around when you like auditioned? Did they play around with any of that stuff?
I did this show before for like a benefit in LA.
Uh-huh.
So I came in for the audition, but all I had to do was sing a song.
Right. What'd you
for that
sing?
Audition. I sang. I don't remember the song. He Ain't Heavy. Okay, that's the name of the song.
Uh-huh.
He Ain't Heavy because it was originally He Ain't Heavy instead of there's this one song in the end.
Right.
It's a different song now, but
Uh-huh.
before they changed
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
that was the song I sang. So it was awesome, and I love the song. So
You have you're like when I saw the cast list, you're the one person I didn't know because you're in this show with all these huge like Broadway names, like all these like Tony winners and big Broadway stars, and now I know you. But what is it like? What are your co-stars like? Are they? And it's fun because these are like Broadway actors I've seen do very serious things, and everyone is being ridiculous in this show. I mean, it's just like craziness.
That's the best part about it. And
Yeah.
It's awesome to work with all of them. They've all been nice to me. And
Yeah.
It's been awesome. It's like a big family in a comedy show. And the best part about it is it's not serious.
Right.
So it's a perfect first job.
Right. Everybody, anyone who tuned in late, this is Bailey Latrell. He's in Disaster, the new hit at the Nederlander Theater. Now, I've known your last name for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I know a guy named Brian Latrell. Do you know him? Do you know that guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy. Your dad is kind of like a big pop star.
Of course.
What's he done? What's he in?
Just sold a couple million records.
One of those like boy band things, right?
Of course.
Is it crazy to like live in a household with a boy band member, Backstreet Boy band?
Well, to me, he's dad. But when he's up on stage, he's the Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, what is that like? What is it like to watch him on stage?
It's really
And you
awesome.
obviously grew up with it.
Yeah, so it's like I get nervous for him. Like if I ever go to sing on stage, I get nervous. So I get nervous for him when he goes.
Do you?
Yeah, like my palms sweat, and I'll sit in the audience and be like, "What is that? Oh, dang it!"
I think your dad's got it. I think he knows what he's doing up there. And now you get to be on the stage, and Dad's in the audience.
It's really cool.
That's cool.
It's completely a different environment than what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah.
You know, like the being outside, and usually it's outdoors, but now it's indoors, and I don't know, it's like where you can't see the crowd at all, and the lights are shining in your eyes. It helps you not be like.
You can't see anyone in the audience when you're doing the show?
Not really, because
Just
I'm
lights.
always looking up at the lights.
Right.
And it's only in the small scenes where I'm like, hey,
What's your, somebody asked, Tommy just asked, what's your favorite musical? Do you
My
have
favorite
one?
musical.
Do you like Broadway? Are you like a Broadway fan? Have you like seen other shows and?
I haven't seen a lot of shows. I did this local show that a lot of people do in schools. It's called Dear Edwina, and that's
Oh,
probably-
Dear Edwina. Yeah, I know that show.
And I did that for I went to this acting camp, and we did this like community theater show, and it was amazing, and I loved it.
So when did you know you wanted to be an actor?
It was like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just asked my mom if I could get into acting, and I don't know, because I'd seen a lot of movies, and she was an actor, so it kind of just, I was like, hey, let me give it a
Yeah,
try.
you've obviously
Yeah.
been surrounded by all this stuff.
Mhm.
Right. How old are you?
13.
That's crazy. You're super talented.
Thank you.
Do you, who's that? Oh, Tommy, I did say your name right. Oh, you're welcome, Tommy. Who's your favorite, like, what's your favorite moment in the show? Does that change, or like, what, like right now, what's your favorite thing?
I have to say there's a scene where I'm Lisa. It's the second scene that I'm in the show, and I just have to be completely crazy, and I have to go all out and pretend like there's an earthquake in this scene, and it's so much fun, and I have to hold this headless doll, and it's really fun. The hardest part about it is not to laugh. So
Somebody said you should be in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You should be Charlie.
that's what everybody's been saying.
I think the hair helps. And somebody else just asked, what is the hardest thing about playing the two roles? Like, what's the hardest challenge?
I think the voice.
Right, because they're two different,
It's like when I sing, it's an octave up and an octave lower.
Uh-huh.
And then when I'm Lisa, I have to talk like this. And when I'm Ben, I have to talk a little lower. And it's like, between the two, sometimes I have to like remember the voice, because sometimes I'll get up as Lisa and be like, we don't look anything alike. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Did I say that right? So.
Okay, Spain. Someone from Spain said hi, so that's good. Hi, Spain. Have you ever been to Spain?
I have.
You have? I haven't been to Spain. I'm jealous. How was Spain?
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Can I go with you next time? I'll carry your bags or whatever. Do you have any dream roles? I mean, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool.
That might be fun. I
I
don't
always
know.
thought it'd be kind of cool.
What do you like see yourself doing? Like, do you want to like do Broadway? Like, what's
I
your?
would love to do movies.
Yeah?
And Broadway.
Movies?
If I ever had to be on another Broadway show, I would love Phantom of the Opera.
What?
I thought that would be amazing.
Do you want to play the Phantom?
Of course.
Well, you could play Christine too. You could do both.
It's the
You
best
could
thing.
do
It's the best
male
thing
and female roles. You're so good at
It's
it.
the best thing if you can play villains and then play a good guy. So.
So you might want to play the Phantom. That's
oh my
amazing.
God. And then to be in a Star Wars movie would be like.
Star Wars movie.
Biggest
All right, so we want
accomplishment.
Star Wars movie
Yes.
and Phantom.
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
Phantom. These are the two things we're gonna aim. These are good goals. It's good to have goals like that. We talked about his amazing cast. He loves his amazing cast. Is there any like of those great Broadway actors, or anyone who's sort of like any moments that stand out from rehearsal, like moments you had with any of them, or like?
A couple moments where
Yeah.
we'd like flub a line, or sometimes Roger Bart, who's in the.
He's funny, that guy.
He's hilarious.
With his
and then
arms, that thing he does with his arms.
If he forgets a line, like in rehearsal, he would literally like make up this whole monologue, and everyone start laughing. And there was this super dramatic scene, and Kevin Chamberlain made it hilarious. And because we did the scene like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
And there's a scene, and Faith is on the ground. She's like, "Did they get out?" And he goes, "No, they all died." And then everyone started laughing. Like, we have really funny moments in rehearsal where we do that. If we get tired, we just start like messing up on purpose.
It's fun. It's fun that even on Broadway though, like everyone can like have fun like that.
Yeah.
But that's like really the spirit of the show, right? What about school? Are you juggling school and work?
Yes. I did school at the theater before
Wow.
the shows, and then now it's at home. So it's a lot easier, and then the library across the street. So I was
library.
facing it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I love school right now. And,
Yeah. What do you like into at school?
Well, I'm doing a lot about history. I just finished studying World War I and stuff,
Wow.
so that's like the coolest thing in the world.
Oh, cool.
So I learned about that, and science is awesome too. So
Wow.
I always hated science, but now I like it.
What's the best advice anyone ever gave you? Do you get any advice? You're so young. Nobody ever gives me advice. You're 13. Did people giving you good advice?
Exactly what my parents have given me. Follow your dreams, and we'll be with you every step of the way.
That is so sweet.
So,
Sounds like you have pretty cool parents.
of course I do.
Of course, the Latrell name. Hello. So what else do you want people to know about you? Any other like hobbies or any like what else do you like? Star Wars,
I
Phantom.
love directing movies.
You love what?
Directing movies.
Directing.
Me and my friends always.
How do you do that?
Like, make
What are you
movies.
directing?
I have this. Well, we make a bunch of stupid, funny movies.
Like using what? Like iPhones or like
Well, yeah, I film it on my phone, and then we
Uh-huh.
edit it together on an app. But we make the stupidest.
like what? Like what? Give me an example of one.
We made a story about a pickle that's this big that takes over the world and possesses everybody. It's really
Was it like
good.
special effects? Did you
we
like
did some special
you made
effects.
the pickle look like really big with your like by putting it really close and like
Well,
okay, yeah.
and then we just made it like really little, but I like made my voice deeper, so it's like, "Do you see how mighty I am?" You know. So.
I love all the voice work you do. You can do a lot of things. You're very versatile. Anything else? Anything else? You got a show to do, right? Tonight?
Of course.
Yeah. Are you the boy first or the girl first? I forget.
A boy first, then girl second, then boy third.
Wow,
and
it's so
then girl in
confusing.
the same scene. So.
It's so confusing. Do you like that music, that 70s music?
I actually do.
Yeah?
Right when cause I know like 2 or 3 70s songs, but then I didn't know many when I first like came into the show. So then I like
'Cause you weren't
downloaded
born,
them
you weren't
on my
around.
phone. I downloaded them on my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to know these.
You're listening to this stuff
Yeah.
now? Yeah, you're into it? Somebody just asked if you've ever signed anyone's face. Has that ever happened? Does that happen? Do people?
No.
No, you don't autograph faces. We don't do that. Do you like the whole stage door thing? The whole Broadway stage door thing? Do you like meet fans after the show?
Oh
meet
yeah,
people?
yes.
Yeah?
I love it. It's cool.
Fun.
I always go out and sign.
Cool. I like your hair a lot.
Thank you.
I think I might copy that. I don't know if I'm going to pull that look off, but I'm going to try. Okay, everybody, this is Bailey Latrell. He's awesome. He's Broadway's newest star. He's in Disaster. He plays boys and girls. He's going to be in the next Star Wars movie, Phantom, in like
You
20
know it.
years.
2020 is on.
Totally. It's so on.
Kylo Ren's son.
Thank you so much for being here. And everyone have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday, 11 at 5.